up, fam? It's your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and I'm back with another video. In this episode of Hood Tales, I'll be taking it to Tuscaloosa County, Alabama, to discuss the crazy story of a woman who shot and took the life of her co-worker after alleged harassment and bullying. But before we get into this video, welcome if you're new here to our channel, and welcome back to all of our subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so and join the Tony 2 times family. Go ahead and click that notification bell to get notified every time we upload. And if you're rocking with the content, don't forget to hit that like button. Likes are absolutely free and help the channel to grow. And also, if you'd like to help our channel to grow by donating financially, please take a look at the information in the description box below. Either way you choose to support the channel, we appreciate you so much. All right, without further ado, let's jump right into it. On Sunday, August 4th, 2019, in Cottondale, Alabama, at the start of the overnight shift at the Law&Crime Corporation, a factory that makes automotive seats and electrical systems for the Mercedes-Benz plant west of Birmingham. Employees arrived and began to take their places on the production line. At approximately 8:39 p.m., 28-year-old Angela Mayo approached her co-worker, 27-year-old Shanina Smith, while Shanina was on the assembly line. Angela pulled out a .38 caliber and shot her 3 times in the face, and several more times as she fell to the ground and stood over her. 6 other co-workers witnessed the horrific and brazen ordeal as Angela fled the facility. Police arrived at the factory at 8:45 p.m. and Shanina was sadly pronounced gone at the scene. Less than a half hour later, Angela turned herself in to authorities. During Angela's interview with investigators, she admitted to slaying her co-worker. She said it was because she was worried that her own life was in danger. According to what Angela told police, she and Shanina had an alleged long-standing feud that began 8 months prior to the shooting. Angela accused Shanina of bullying and harassing her. Angela said Shanina would make fun of her for being slow on the production line. And on the day of the tragic incident, Angela claimed that Shanina brushed up against her, and that was the final straw. Investigators said there were no complaints made to HR or to a supervisor about the alleged issues between the co-workers. Investigators also found out that Angela had gone to the shooting range days before the incident. They also discovered that Angela bought ammunition on her way to work. Shanina's family was, of course, devastated by her slaying. Shanina was a mother of a 3-year-old son and was engaged to be married. Shanina's mother said she spoke to her daughter before she left for work that night and said Shanina told her she would see her when she got off in the morning. She said her daughter was the sweetest, loving, and kindest person she knew. She doesn't believe that her daughter would ever treat someone the way Angela accused her of doing. She said Shanina didn't have an issue with anyone and would just go to work, do her job, and come home. She wanted to know why Angela really took her daughter's life. She demanded justice for Shanina and wanted Angela to have the same fate as her daughter. Shanina didn't deserve for her life to be taken in such a cold and brutal way. I don't know for sure if Angela's issues with Shanina are true. However, regardless of the allegations Angela made against Shanina, she didn't have the right to pull the trigger and take her life. I know some people may say that if the allegations were true, that picking on a person can lead to them snapping, but it doesn't make it right. In these kinds of scenarios, I can unfortunately see both sides. I don't believe it's okay to make fun of people because of their shortcomings or things they may not be able to change, for example, their physical appearances. Some people don't have thick skin, especially when you're an adult. Leave your childish ways behind you. It's a workplace, not junior high or high school. I know at a majority of workplaces, people do things to pass time. I have a few personal stories myself of someone getting bullied at work or made fun of simply because of who they are. It's unfortunate that this situation had to play out like this. In November 2020, a judge found Angela not competent to stand trial. She was sent to a psychiatric hospital and released in March 2021. After that, she was found competent to stand trial. Angela ended up pleading guilty to slaying Shanina. The prosecution recommended her to be sentenced to life. Angela's attorney recommended 20 years, claiming that Angela was on medication for PTSD because of grape and SA at an earlier age. In May 2021, Angela was sentenced to 50 years in prison. She will be eligible for parole after 15 years. In August 2021, Shanina's family filed a $10 million lawsuit against Angela and the company that employed them for what happened to Shanina. Shanina's family is still advocating for her. Her mother hoped that Angela would have received a stiffer sentence and still wants answers as to why Angela took her daughter's life. May Shanina Smith rest in peace. My condolences and well wishes to her family and loved ones. My heart goes out to her son especially, who has to live without his mother, all over some stupid workplace mess. Shanina was loved and adored and had her whole life ahead of her. I know that night she went to work, she couldn't have imagined things would have escalated to that point. As I mentioned earlier, I don't know for sure if the things Angela claimed were true. It doesn't appear that there was any direct evidence. But based on what Angela said, their issues went on for 8 months. That's a long time to have to put up with someone bantering you. And if Shanina did allegedly brush up against her intentionally, that wasn't cool. And some people would retaliate off that alone. But it doesn't mean you take someone's life. For the amount of times Angela fired at Shanina, she had some deep-rooted problems against her. It was very personal. It seems premeditated in my opinion. She went to a shooting range and bought ammunition before her shift that day. Angela knew exactly what she was about to do that day and had plenty of chances to back out, but she didn't. On some online forums I read about the case, some people speculated that maybe Angela was jealous of Shanina in some type of way. But again, I'm not exactly sure what really drove Angela to do what she did. Now she has to spend the majority of her life in prison. I wonder if it was really worth it in the end. Fam, tell me your thoughts on this in the comments below. And please be respectful. Alright fam, that's it for this episode of Hood Tales. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and I'm out.